Good day, everyone.
I was born and raised in Detroit. Growing up there, I saw people like me running things.
This is a courtroom, not a circus, so we're gonna calm down.
I'm sorry.
What I found there was a passion that I didn't know existed.
This is the bottom line.
I'm excited to free fall into the limitless possibilities with we the people. So many are fearful of the law. They think it's something that works against them.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
We are the people.
Stone Llamas claims he wasn't properly warned about the risks of participating in a water drinking contest, and he landed in the hospital.
All rise.
Rebecca Dillard says the plaintiff kept drinking to show off even after he'd already won the competition.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lauren Lake presiding.
You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Thank you, Sean. Good day, everyone. This is the case of Llamas versus Dillard. Mr. Llamas, you are suing Ms. Dillard for $1,444 for negligence. You say the defendant created an unsafe condition during a contest that resulted in you being hurt. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And the defendant, you say the plaintiff voluntarily chose to participate.
That is correct.
All right, what type of contest was this? We'll start with you, plaintiff.
Yes, it was a water drinking competition.
Water drinking?
Yes.
Okay, well, I never heard of that.
Yeah.
So what do? Drink?
Yeah, so it was like multiple rounds. It was 10 people, myself included. So every round you would get eliminated if you finish the drink last, and you'd be drinking around exactly 1 liter of water per round.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a thing we do in our community every year. I organize it. The purpose is to raise money and spread awareness about environmental issues. We donate the proceeds to charities, and it's really just a fun community event where 10 guys sign up and drink water in a number of different rounds.
What has been the most water anybody's ever drank?
The most anyone has ever drank is the 6 rounds that we do.
Okay, 6 full rounds.
So that is 6 liters.
Woo! All right. So you drink the water, and is it the fastest?
So each round is the last person to finish is eliminated, and then the next people continue with the next round.
Okay.
Anyone can drop out after any round.
So it's about
they'd
speed, like how quickly you can get the water down.
Yes.
All right, so you said, I would love to highlight environmental concerns. You were into it.
Yes, yes.
And you signed up for it.
I did sign
When you
up for
say you sign up for it, do you sign up with just like put your name on a list, or do you sign up and sign like a waiver, like it's almost...
Well, we signed a waiver.
You did?
Yes, yes.
Did anybody bring a copy
I
of
do.
that waiver?
I have the waiver here, Your Honor.
I'd like to see it, please. All right, so the waiver here says there is an acknowledgement of risk and that you understand that participation in the water drinking contest involves physical activity and the consumption of large amounts of water within a limited period of time. You understand that the organizer is not responsible for any damages or injury. You acknowledge that the participation may result in physical discomfort or reactions, and you understand that there may be additional risks associated with participation that are not specifically listed here. And this is your signature, correct, sir?
Yes.
You remember executing that waiver?
I do remember.
All right.
Yes.
So please tell the court what happened. Why are you suing Ms. Dillard for $1,444?
Well, I am suing her because she, obviously took advantage of the fact that we signed something because we were excited. When you're entering a competition, you're obviously excited. And I feel like it's their responsibility to essentially, hammer down on the fact that, hey, you can get injured.
No, I actually see that as exactly the opposite of what you stated.
Right.
You're saying that the defendant took advantage of you because you were excited to enter the competition.
Right.
What this court finds the functions of waivers is to slow down your excitement and make you understand that there could be potential risks. Right? And I'm thinking about how, which I find is so annoying, even in my position, as, you know, a lawyer and judge of this court. Every time CJ goes to one of those trampoline places, how you have to go through all this waiver signing. And like I said, I'm being very honest. It's like, because they're excited. The kids are ready to go jump, but you cannot go until the waivers are executed, right? And it is a real slowing down of the excitement where you have to stand there and read through and sign to make sure you understand. So I actually see that a little different, like not someone saying, oh, we got them now. They're excited to go. They'll sign this waiver. Maybe it's, no, slow down and sign this waiver so you understand.
Coming up.
Had you ever had the winners say, I want another water?
Honestly, you know, Stone is a competitive guy. He was doing extremely well in the competition, but he wanted a victory lap. He wanted to be, you know, the LeBron James of water drinking.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Stone Llamas, who is suing Rebecca Dillard for negligence.
Because this waiver clearly stated several things, so I'm waiting to hear what you believe that Ms. Dillard did in terms of running this competition that fell outside of what the waiver would cover. That's what I want you to tell this court.
Right, honestly. Outside of the waiver, it just felt like it was not very clear what the risks were. Because for me, as you know, nobody would ever think that drinking water would actually cause harm. You know?
And what happened to you? How were you harmed?
Right. So when, like, after the last round, so I won the competition.
You won?
Yes. I did.
Okay, you're the winner.
Yeah. So
you went all 6 rounds.
all 6 rounds.
And drank the fastest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I was extremely ecstatic. Like everyone was cheering me on, and I definitely, got excited and got in the moment, and, I asked her for...
As you put it, got excited, carried away, and threw caution to the wind, just like you assumed I made you do with the waiver, but that was your choice.
Right, but you're the organizer, and it should be, to your knowledge, it should be your responsibility to stop someone from doing something.
Speak to the court. You are testifying to the court.
Right, you're right, Honor. And I was just... like excited, and everyone was cheering me on. And I felt,
so they're cheering because you won. Now what?
Right. So I asked for another water bottle and, like another liter, because I was like, yeah, I could totally do another one. So yeah, and I drank it, and nobody even really stopped me. Like everyone even cheered. It felt like it was encouraged.
And so then what happened?
So what happened was I ended up, 10 to 15 minutes went by, and I was fine. I was still happy, and I'm like, yeah, I won, and I drank another one, and I, showed all the haters and all that. And, basically what happened was I started to feel nauseous, and I really, passed out, basically. Like, I was still pretty, conscious, but I was in extreme, I was cramping up really badly, and I had to go to the hospital.
And do you have receipts from that hospital visit? How do you come to $1,444?
Yes, I do. I have the evidence right here. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Sean. All right, the Mesa Valley Urgent Care. Lord, this is so small even with my glasses. All right, so you had the urgent care visit for $512. You had physician services, $325, IV fluids. You didn't need another fluid. IV fluids, $248, laboratory, electrolyte panel, observation service, came to $1,444. All right, so you had to take yourself to the urgent care after that.
Yes.
All right. Yes. And so how do you respond to this, Ms. Dillard? He won your competition. He got excited. He drank another liter. He got sick. Have you ever had anybody get sick before, or had you ever had the winners say, I want another water?
No, we've never had anyone want another after 6 liters. We've also never had anyone become ill. Honestly, Stone is a competitive guy. He was doing extremely well in the competition, but he wanted a victory lap. He wanted to be, you know, the LeBron James of water drinking. And he, you know, ran out to the crowd, give me another, give me another. And I made it very clear, I even said in that moment, you don't need to drink any more water, you've already won. He either didn't hear me or didn't care and proceeded
I definitely did not hear that, yeah.
To drink another bottle of water. I don't see it as really any different as if he had just walked off premises, gone to a convenience store and gotten another liter of water and drank it there. The competition was over.
Well, no, it is different. It is different. Because you know that this competition is about drinking water, right? So this court is thinking about whether or not him drinking another water at that time, did you owe him a duty of care at that point to say absolutely not, no water? Like, has this competition done any research to say, this is why we do 6 rounds? Because it would be unsafe to do any more than this. This is what would be safe. And then at that point, when a winner, and it's interesting you called it a victory lap, right? Because for me, it shows familiarity that that is something that people do. All right, we won the game and now we run the field. We run the race and now we're gonna run some more. And you saw it as that. Did you have a duty at that time to say, no, you don't need any more water, which is, you're saying you said that, but him saying, I didn't hear it. Was there a duty to make sure or say, listen, there is no way we can allow you on our premises while we're doing this, we can't allow you to drink any more water because we're at the limit. These are just the things I'm thinking about in this very moment.
Coming up,
The question the court needs answered right now is, how did you come to the 6 rounds of water? Was that because that's what you could do safely, or was this just a time thing? How did you come to deciding it was 6 rounds of water?
Honestly, the 6 rounds came from a lot of contestants do end up dropping out on their own after a number of rounds. Just they get tired of drinking so much water.
you're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Stone Llamas, who is suing Rebecca Dillard for negligence.
But I did hear you say, you said you don't need any more water.
Correct.
The question the court needs answered right now is, how did you come to the 6 rounds of water? Was that because that's what you could do safely, or was this just a time thing? How did you come to deciding it was 6 rounds of water?
Honestly, the 6 rounds came from a lot of contestants do end up dropping out on their own after a number of rounds. Just they get tired of drinking so much water. And so in this particular competition, there was only 3 left by the last round. So 6 always just seemed, if we start with 10 contestants, by the last round we have, if everybody stays in, we have 5 people now.
Did you ever consult with any doctors as you started this competition? I know it's for environmental awareness, but did you ever consult any doctors or medical professionals to say, I want to do a water drinking contest. What would be the most water we should allow someone to drink that would be safe?
We have done research. I will say I'm not a medical professional. And really what we understand is that it's individuals. Smaller people are going to be able to drink a lot less, which is something I made very clear up front before the competition started, that it's important to listen to your body. This is for charity. No one should be getting hurt. You know how much you can drink and how much you can't, and if you're starting to feel nauseous or anything like that, you should absolutely remove yourself from the competition. So,
Coming up,
was it even really that water that made you sick? Were you maybe going to get sick on the 6th bottle after you walked away for a while? This court doesn't know, and I don't think you do either, because you haven't really provided anything to prove that.
you're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Stone Llamas, who is suing Rebecca Dillard for negligence.
So this court finds that the waiver was very clear. But the waiver covered the actual competition. And so by the time you drank your final water in the competition and won, the competition was over.
Yes.
At that very moment.
Exactly.
This waiver that applied to that competition worked. It was done. That next bottle of water that you decided to drink was your own decision, your own volition. I'm going to drink another one because I need to show out. Not only can I drink the most and win, I can drink more. The question then becomes, was it even really that water that made you sick? Were you maybe going to get sick on the sixth bottle after you walked away for a while? This court doesn't know, and I don't think you do either, because you haven't really provided anything to prove that. And you basically are testifying that I made a decision to have some more fun. I drank more water, and all of a sudden I just started feeling terrible. That's your fault.
Thank you.
That's not Ms. Dillard's fault. You made that call. You know, in legal terms, we would say you assumed that risk. You also assumed the risk of the competition by signing the waiver. But then you also assumed an additional risk by drinking more water above and beyond what you had to do to win. Do you understand?
Judge Lake's verdict when We the People returns. You're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake.
And Your Honor, I heard him in the crowd saying I could probably do another. He was on a victory high.
Well, he was having fun.
I don't remember saying
he,
that.
Listen. You was showing out. That's how we call it back in the day. That would we say, oh, he's showing out, right? But there's usually a consequence to showing out for some reason, right?
Always.
Think about it. Now I'm aging myself, but I remember when the boys used to ride their bikes in the street, right? And if they were driving by the girls, right? Then if the girls was cute, what did they do?
Pop a Willie.
Start popping a Willie. Got to show out. Now everybody's looking at me. All eyes on me. I'm about to do it. And that'd be just the time you fall. Right? When you just aren't paying attention and you're trying to show out. You went on out there and showed out, honey. And you had to show yourself out right on at that hospital. Right?
Yeah.
And now you got to show out and go on and pay that credit card bill. Because the judgment is for the defendant, your complaint is dismissed. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Do you have any final thoughts with each other?
I should have won.
I'm sorry this happened to you, but justice was served. There's absolutely no way I should pay your medical bills.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.